Yes, yes, yes. You are now rocking with the best, Brooklyn Indigo. Welcome to the third installment of my vlog at Brooklyn Indigo's World. Thank you for hanging out. Come journey with me. Welcome. Today I'd like to talk about something that I think consciously affects all of us, and that's having it all together. A lot of times we think to be an inspiration to somebody, we have to have it all together. We have to look squeaky clean in the way that we carry ourselves, in our occupation, in our personal life. Nobody has it all together, guys. There's different levels of having it together, but trust me, if the people that inspire me actually waited to have it all together, then I wouldn't be in front of this camera right now making this vlog, because they wouldn't have been able to inspire me. But they jumped into the water despite having everything together, despite having maybe the amount of books or the book deal that was in the making, or having an XYZ amount of videos out, or being able to channel, or anything else of that nature in the spiritual realm. They didn't necessarily have to have all of that, and they still decided to step out because they had a message that they wanted to speak that they knew was going to inspire somebody. So when I thought about that, I reflected on that, and I knew that I didn't have to have it all together. Sometimes I'm flying high and I'm at the best that I could possibly be, and sometimes I'm not. We all fluctuate between 5-dimensional and 3-dimensional. 5 meaning that you're in the truest and happy state as you can possibly be in, and unfortunately the 3rd-dimensional aspect of that is maybe that you just barked on somebody, or your boss pissed you off, or you cursed somebody out, and then you think about what it was and you put yourself back in a happy position by either thinking about something that's going to make you feel good, or just realizing where you was and making that slight adjustment to put yourself back in a good position. We all go through that. Nevertheless, that doesn't make you less capable to inspire somebody. Something as light as a smile, something as light as maybe buying a coworker or a good friend a cup of coffee or tea in the morning, or telling somebody, hey, listen, I appreciate you. Thank you for doing X, Y, Z. Those are just light examples of inspiring somebody. All the way up into something like me standing behind this camera and actually giving you words from Brooklyn Indigo's perspective on how to operate from your highest joy and being the best you that you can possibly be without having all the accomplishments that you think so-called makes you capable of giving somebody great advice. Be the best that you can be despite your situation, because you do have a perspective, and your perspective could put a smile on somebody's face. So we'll always keep that in mind. I don't want anybody to think that them operating from their highest joy doesn't mean that they shouldn't be selfish. Being selfish doesn't have a negative connotation in my perspective. Basically what that means is that you care about yourself enough, you love yourself enough to put yourself in a position to where you're vibrating at a high frequency and you're doing things that make you feel good, despite what somebody else thinks, period. And that's important. But people will tell you, oh, you're selfish, you're not thinking about nobody but yourself. Well, truthfully, if other people actually put their self first a little bit more and made sure that they was at a high frequency and a high vibe inside a little bit more, they'd probably be feeling better more consistently than they are. So selfish, in my book, depending on what it is that we're talking about, is important for that individual to feel good. Last week I got up early, enough time before work so that I can watch an episode of cartoons on a work weekday, eat a bowl of cereal. The cartoon was Thundercats, and I can't remember what the cereal was, but either way, it put me back in a place when when I was 10 years old, watching Saturday morning cartoons on the weekend. No adult cares, no concerns, just being in that moment and feeling amazing. And that's important. So if you play video games, play your video games. Don't allow somebody to tell you, this dude over 30 playing video games. If that makes that person feel great, then I'm all for video games. And for whatever else makes somebody feel great, as long as it's not causing somebody any harm. It's important to get out of adult mode every second of the day and make some time to do something that's gonna raise your vibrational frequency and make you feel good. Even if it means selfishness, you need to be alone for a little while. You wanna read a book, you wanna take a stroll through the park, you wanna watch something funny, make time for you. It's super, super important. Also, what inspires me is when I have those off days, being able to know that there's people that I can go to that's gonna put me back in a great positive perspective. Shout out to the amazing Jill Renee Feeler, who does that for me. When I'm down, I know that I can go to her website, jillreneefeeler.com. I know that I can go to her YouTube page, and I can look and listen to inspiring messages that's gonna put me back in a good space. A good friend of mine, Lindsay Goodman, just launched her website, LYGO Hypno, HYPNO. I can go to that website and check it out and feel inspired and see her perspective and the things that she brings to the table, put myself back in a good space. I can take a walk. I can listen to some classic 80s hip hop music. I can listen to some vintage Miles Davis jazz, something from the 1950s, the 1960s, put myself back in a good space. I know what works for Brooklyn Indigo, and I'm encouraging everybody to find what works for them and puts them back in a good space, and to do that. Operate from your highest joy, and don't be concerned with somebody telling you it's selfish, because it's not. It's actually nurturing for yourself. So thank you so much. That was Words of Wisdom from Brooklyn Indigo. Thank you for hanging out. Peace and love.